Mira O'Connell, followed by Sarah Azebo on Zoom.
Mr. President, councilors, I'm Mira O'Connell. I was a sergeant with APD for many years. I'm here today to speak on behalf of the law enforcement community, retired and active. I'm definitely not speaking for everybody, but I'm speaking for many. We're deeply concerned with the leadership at APD, in particular, the role Harold Medina plays as chief and how his continued actions are harmful to the relationship with the community, the image of the city, and the respect of the police department. Harold has been criticized for many things over the years, and I don't have time to go into them all tonight. But the bottom line is that his recent actions give the perception that he doesn't play by the rules. And when the highest ranking official of the largest department of the state of New Mexico declares that it is his choice to have wanton disregard for the state public service accountability laws, as well as the police standard operating procedures, where does that leave us? Where does that leave the officers that have already been disciplined or are going to be disciplined for violating the department video policies? Where does that leave the citizens of Albuquerque who look to the leadership of the police department for guidance, protection, and moral standards? Where does that leave the community who rely on these video transparency laws to foster accountability, trust, faith, and confidence in their police department? We are also worried about the standard that Harold's recent actions may be setting in the top if the top leadership feels that he has to follow, does not have to follow when and why an officer should be videotaping. I messed it up here. He doesn't have to follow these rules, then what kind of standard are we setting for when and why an officer should be videotaping? That is a requirement of the public accountability of 2020. And the actions of the chief and his example may usurp and undermine the public accountability bill. So where does that leave us? We do feel that Harold Medina, as the chief of police, is a liability to the city, and we ask those in the council to respectfully, if you haven't already, to get involved. I do truly appreciate you allowing me to take this time with you.
Thank you, Councilor Sanchez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ms. O'Connell, I know this is not a question and answer, but I just, the things you talked about here were actually hitting home to a lot of citizens of Albuquerque, and I'm hoping a lot of the councilors are understanding what kind of desperation we're in reference to accountability of the chief of police, transparency, integrity, public trust, having a growing retention problem at APD. Those things are very, very important to us as city councilors and to the citizens of Albuquerque. So I just want to say thank you. And the only question I have, if you were sitting in my shoes, what would you do?
I call for a vote of confidence. And I don't come here lightly, don't get me wrong, I've never come here before. I have friends that were sitting over here tonight. This is hard for me to come, and that's why there's not other people here, because they have to put their livelihood, their businesses, their friendships on the line to take stands like this. But I wasn't raised to not stand up when things weren't right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.